Hello, fellow warriors. Just sitting out here in my backyard today. It's looking a little cloudy out there. That's my beautiful wife of 27 years, Darla. She doesn't like me putting her online. Anyway, I'd like to talk to you guys today about code, what it means to me, what it possibly means to you. A warrior has to be governed by a code. If a warrior's not governed by a code, then they might be highly trained, but they're just going to be just like a thug. They're going to be a highly trained thug. A code governs your actions and your reactions. You think about things beforehand, what you will and will not do, what your center is, whether you lean to left or right, what will make you fight. Will it be a push, a shove, a name? I think about these things beforehand, and when I do, I have certain ideas in my head of how I will react. Now, we know that any type of combat, whether it's interpersonal or on the combat field, is very fluid. It changes a lot. One minute you could be 20 miles behind enemy lines, and the next minute you're 5 miles in front of the enemy lines. You know, it's a very fluid situation in any type of combat. And so if you have a code that governs your actions and your reactions, it gives you a base of how you can respond to different situations. If you don't have that code, well, let's just say some of the worst atrocities in histories were because of no code or some really fucked up code. Now, for myself, and I make no judgments whatsoever, my code comes to me from Scripture. Oh, and this is my beautiful daughter, Kelsey, by the way, fixing to be internet famous. My code says that the strong protect the weak. That's what they're supposed to do. Historically, unfortunately, the strong usually abuse, rape, kill, murder the weak. I think that's wrong. I think that people that are skilled in fighting should protect people. I think the only good thing to stop somebody that's trying to hurt somebody is somebody that is skilled in fighting. And so, therefore, we use the same technique as the people that we're fighting, which is we fight people who are trying to hurt people, and in turn we hurt them. That's a very slippery slope. So it takes a lot of introspection for the warrior so that he doesn't become what he fights against. And I believe it was Nietzsche that said, "Those who fight monsters must beware, lest in so doing they become monsters themselves. And if you stare into the abyss long enough, the abyss also stares into you." Getting back to code, my code is based on the Judeo-Christian ethic. I make no judgments on your code. If you're Buddhist, Hindu, Shinto, pagan. What I will tell you is that if you're a modern-day warrior, you need to have a code. And I will tell you this, and this is true, and I'll say it over and over again. Action is always, always faster than reaction. So if you have a code that governs your actions will be much faster than someone who doesn't. There's certain things that I won't fight over. I won't fight if somebody calls me a name, if they call me son of a bitch. That's not worth fighting for me. If somebody touches me, if somebody touches an innocent, if somebody touches someone I love, they need to pray to God or their God, because their ass is going to be mine. If you physically put your hands on me in my code, that means you're trying to hurt me. Therefore, I'm going to hurt you before you can hurt me. And I'm getting kind of old and long in the tooth, so I'm not going to play around with you. I'm going to try to break you, because I don't want to be hurt in turn. The fastest way to end a conflict is to make the other person, your opponent, unable to continue in the fight. Whether that's breaking an arm or breaking a leg. I know some police officers are going to be looking at this going, crap, you can't be saying that. You know, it's a matter of personal code. So like I said again, I make no judgment on your code. I just say that you need to have a code. Think about these situations beforehand. Think about what you would do. And as always, fellow warriors, be safe. Fight the good fight.